This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a growth consultant? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our good neighbor, Chad Murray with Stop Working Broke Coach. Chad, it is great to have you on today. So excited to learn all about what growth consulting is about. As we get into this today, please tell our listeners a little bit more about your company.
Yeah, great. So thank you for having me on, Sophia. So I'm a growth coach consultant. I actually started my own service company in the Colony, Texas, 30 years ago, built that company up to right around $5 million a year and exited and sold it. And while I did that, my last 10 years, I didn't even work there. I built it to where it was running on its own. I managed the management, maybe an hour, maybe less a week. And it paid the bills and made me money, and then sold it, did well. Well, while I was doing that, I just had friends always calling and asking me how I was living my life and doing that. So they saw me in social media, living the dream. And they're like, how come you never work? Blah, blah, blah. So people started asking me, how did I do it? And asking me business questions. And that evolved into me becoming a business coach consultant.
Wow. What a story. Now, being in your industry today, what is the most common myth or misconception that you come across?
Well, entrepreneurship is lonely. And so, it's hard to talk to your spouse if they're not in the business. Even if they are in the business, you don't really have the training. You know how to be an operator, like your niche, your job, but nobody ever teaches you how to actually run a business on the back end, mindset wise, operational. And then there are levels of as you grow that you have to start learning to handle in leadership, better systems, how to build your whole business around the fact that where you are at revenue growth. And there's not a lot of, there's a lot of coaches and a lot of consultants out there, but they don't really train you the in and outs, the daily discussions. Like they have a packaged plan. I don't have a packaged plan. When you come and work with me, you're buying me, not a course, not anything else. And then we get into your business. I get your mindset right for getting it fixed or scaling or both. And we immediately start making more money if you own a service or trades business immediately. I literally typically in the first 6 weeks get you making money immediately, more than you ever made before versus that month. So that's kind of, that's what it really boils down to, is the mindset, leadership, systems, and then implementation, and I'm not afraid whatsoever to tell you the truth, and that truth hurts. Hey, it is what it is. I don't need your money, man. I made a lot of money in my life and I'm financially okay. So I want to work with people who want to implement and make their business grow. I have no time for procrastination. I'm there to help you grow.
Love that, Chad. Now, let's go ahead and get into the heart of your business. And we know marketing is the heart of every business. So who are some of your target clients or audience? And today, how are you attracting them?
So I can coach anybody, but when it comes to the consultant, so I'm a coach consultant. And so we said growth consultant in the beginning. But I literally, there's two sides of that coin. Coaching is listening and getting you to get to where you need to go on your own. And I guide you in your brain to get there and put some ideas in. Consulting is, hey, I got the system for you. Hey, I got this for you. I've got, I will help you with this and that. And so I have both sides of the coin. So typically in the beginning, we start coaching the mindset with a little bit of consulting, and then it gets to heavy consulting, keeping you on track in your mind. And then my average client stays with me 3.5 years. And so most coaches' clients stay with them maybe 6 months. My average client's 3.5 years. Why? Because I run a business, or I used to run a business, and I stay in the daily knowing how to keep elevating, especially with AI. Implementing AI is something that a lot of people are scared of or how to do. I'm on the cuffs of all AI. I know how to make it in a consulting, or excuse me, in a remodeling or home service business like plumber, HVAC, chimney company, I know how to use the AI and how to get it to work for you so that you can stay above everybody else in your competition.
Wow. So your marketing strategy is really leveraging AI. Am I hearing that correctly?
No, I mean, the marketing strategy, I mean, for me, my ideal client is, to answer that question, I guess I maybe went off a little bit. I mean, marketing for me and the perfect avatar client is the trades. And, if you're a remodeler stuff or a home service business, like chimney company, a HVAC, a plumber, all of the, all the trades that home services type of deal, I take them and get them on the right path for that and marketing. And then my other source of marketing, I started up a networking group we've just launched. It's called Growth Engine Networks, GEN, GEN. We're trying to launch a chapter in Frisco. We currently do not have a president. We're looking for one. And that is how I get a lot of people starting to see my coaching. And they see me actually coaching before they get to sample me before they ever want to come work with me. And so I do all the national training, and I show up at some chapters that do the chapter training as well. So you really kind of get a little flair. So we are looking for members in Frisco to join growthenginenetworks.com.
Great. Well, you have so much information to share today. Have you ever thought about having your own podcast for the business?
Well, that's funny because I do. If you go to Growth Engine Network, if you go to Stop Working Broke, just Google that or put that in any podcast thing. That is my podcast, Growth Engine Networks. I have an episode every week that comes out. And it is tips and tricks and what you can do to start building your business for growth.
Great. And Chad, what are a couple words of wisdom you'd like to leave our audience with today before we close out?
Stop procrastinating. When you have a thought, go with it. Your gut is real, and do not. Everyone in business, you're scared to make a mistake. Guess what? Those mistakes you're gonna make more from your mistakes than you'll ever make from your wins. Your wins will be good, but you'll get the wins off your mistakes. Make the mistakes. Go with it. And do it. Implement now. Do not think about it. Just do it. Now, there's a little bit of think about it for a minute, but and make sure it's the right move, what you think at the time. But then as soon as you've made that decision, go do it.
And finally, where can our listeners go to learn more about Stop Working Broke Coach?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Go to Stop Working Broke Coach on YouTube. You'll see everything, or go to my podcast, Stop Working Broke.
Well, Chad, I really appreciate you being on the show today, and we wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.